Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right to the air is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Play action. Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dafe always showing off the pass rush skills.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes on a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Dobbins once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Adafe Owe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and his throw is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21 to zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
32.
And the slot man goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
22! 32!
In motion, the tight end. From the 35 on second down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Dobbins again on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Hey, come on. Yeah. Hey, Ozzy, stop. Report.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Here's Landry. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams first down.
Hey, 70!
Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Again, it's Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, and he fires one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson to throw. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Open man right side is Cup, complete.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They'll run for it with Akers.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.